Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. When you look out at a towering peak or even just a rolling green hill, it's so easy to just accept what your eyes are showing you at face value. But today, we're going deep into geological history to uncover these fascinating formations known as ghost mountains, specifically residual and relict mountains. Because as it turns out, the Earth has been keeping some absolutely massive secrets hiding right in plain sight.
Okay, let's dive into this. Are mountains permanent? I mean, standing at the base of a giant, jagged peak, it certainly feels eternal, right? It feels like it's been there forever and will be there forever. But we really need to shatter that illusion. Because as we'll see today, some of the mountains you're looking at are absolutely not what they seem. In fact, they're actually just ghosts of their former selves.
So, what exactly is a ghost mountain? Well, these are formations that might look practically identical on the surface today, but they actually possess completely different, totally hidden origin stories right beneath the surface. In geology, looks can be incredibly deceiving. And today, we're uncovering two of these really deceptive formations, the residual mountain and the relict mountain. Section 1. Residual mountains, nature's stubborn survivors. Now, what's really interesting about this is the core mechanism that makes a residual mountain possible. It's a process called differential erosion. Imagine a landscape taking an absolute, endless beating from the weather. Over vast, sweeping stretches of time, the softer rocks simply wash away. But pockets of ultra-hard, incredibly dense rock, they stand tall. The mountain doesn't actually grow up. The surrounding land literally just lowers around it. Just think about this contrast. On one side, you have this ultra-hard rock, like granite. It's dense, it's tough, it absolutely refuses to budge. On the other side, you've got a soft rock, like chalk. Now, if you left them both out in a pouring rainstorm for, say, a few centuries, the chalk is going to just dissolve right into the earth. But the granite, it just sits there, exactly as you left it. These mountains exist not because the earth pushed them up into the sky, but simply because they are nature's stubborn leftovers. Let's look at a few real-world examples. We have the famous Uluru in Australia. It's what's called an Inselberg, standing there like this massive red rock tower, totally isolated in a flat desert. Then we've got the rugged Scottish Highlands and the ancient Ara Valley Range. While the plains all around them completely surrendered to the elements, these rocks just refuse to wash away. They are the ultimate survivors. Section 2. Relict Mountains, the Dying Giants. Now, if you visit the Appalachians today, you're going to see this sweeping, gentle landscape of rounded green hills. Very peaceful. But let's rewind the clock. I'm talking roughly 480 million years ago. Back then, they were as tall, as imposing, and as jagged as the modern-day Himalayas. Seriously, just try to mentally project a giant, snow-capped Himalayan peak soaring directly above those gentle green slopes, because that is exactly what used to be there. So how does that happen? Well, the answer lies in the chronological death of a mountain. Relict mountains go through two very specific, pretty brutal steps. Step 1, tectonic activity completely stops. The massive geological forces deep inside the earth that originally pushed those mountains up into the sky, they just turn off. The engine totally dies. Then, step 2, erosion steps in, spending entire eras relentlessly tearing the mountain down. Without the earth actively pushing the peaks higher to replace what's being lost, time and weather are free to slowly, millimeter by millimeter, dismantle these towering giants until they are just a mere shadow of their former glory. Because of this, geologists often refer to them as the ancient stumps of dying giants. Just let that striking metaphor sink in for a second. When you look at a relict mountain, you are not actually looking at a hill, you are literally looking at a stump. It's almost like watching a time-lapse of a melting candle, where millions and millions of years of history have just melted away to leave exactly what we see today. Section 3, Hardness versus Age, the final breakdown. So the crucial point is we can cleanly distill this whole thing into two opposing stories. Residual mountains, they are the story of hardness. They stand tall today simply because they're made of impossibly tough rock that outlasted the softer ground around them. Relict mountains, however, are the story of age. They exist as rounded hills simply because deep, ancient time wore down what used to be skyscraping peaks. From a distance, they might look totally identical, but their hidden secrets could not be more different. So which ghost mountain origin story surprised you more? Was it the stubborn, unyielding survival of the residual mountains? Or maybe the tragic, melting candle life cycle of the relict mountains? Think about it, and the next time you look out at a horizon, ask yourself, are you looking at a stubborn survivor
or the ghost of a dying giant? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for exploring this with me today. Keep questioning what you see, and I'll catch you next time on The Explainer.